Today, I'm excited to share Book Creator, a Web 2.0 tool that will engage your students, promote creativity, engage reluctant writers, and promote collaboration. Book Creator allows students ages 4 plus to create their own digital books for an authentic audience with straightforward tools. American Association of School Libraries lists the tool as a 2018 best website for teaching and learning. Common Sense Education lists it as a 2018 top pick for learning as well. New tools and apps can be overwhelming for teachers, but you will find this app easy to use. The website also offers many resources to support teachers. Book Creator has resources to inspire teachers in all subject areas. Let's take a look at all the resources available for teachers. You can browse resources based on grade level, pre-kindergarten all the way through high school, or you can search based on subject area. You can even browse student examples to see all the possible ways you can use Book Creator in your classroom. Let's start exploring how to use the app. First, choose the device you will be using. Book Creator works on the iPad or on Chrome. My school uses Chromebooks, so I'm going to show you the app using Chrome. I'm going to go ahead and click Sign In. Once you have logged on for the first time, you'll be taken to the teacher dashboard that looks like this. When using Book Creator, the first step teachers will do is create their library. Click on Create New Library and give it a name. I'm naming mine Second Grade Personal Narratives, since that is the topic my students will be working on. This is also your chance to create settings for books your students will create. So if you would like them to be able to use a Google image search, you can select the toggle on. Also, students can edit their own books, students can read each other's books, and students can publish their books online. So I'm going to confirm that I would like my students to publish their books online. When you do so, they receive a link, and only those with a link will be able to read their books. So we'll hit confirm, and we're going to go ahead and create library. For my project, I'm going to create a book aligned with the second grade Common Core objectives for English Language Arts and the Montgomery County Public Schools second grade standards. To add a book to the library, we will click on the orange button in the top right-hand corner that says New Book. On the next screen, we select our book shape. The top 3 book shapes are standard books, and the bottom 3 book shapes are comic style. I'm going to select landscape for this project. Our first page is the cover of our book. On the cover, let's start by adding the title. To add text, click on the blue plus sign in the right-hand corner. On the drop-down menu, select Text. You can add text by clicking on the microphone and speaking, or you can add by typing. Let's do both. Adventures in Hong Kong. And now we'll type my name. Now from this screen, we can also select different styles. So if I want bold print, I can do that on this menu up here. There's also italics and underline, so you can pick what works for you. You can also create a link to another web page on this page as well. I'm going to go ahead and click Done. Now we can change the size of the text box by dragging the blue circles. So go ahead and do that. And now if I want to format the text box further, I can right-click if I'm using a mouse, or a light 2-finger tap if you're using the Chromebook. So I'm going to do my finger tap and click on Format. Now from here we can change the size of the text to make it any size I want. I can also work on the alignment of my text. I can also use the bold, the italics, and the underline here as well. I'll also select my font. And now you can see I'm in a different screen. To go back, I just click on this little back arrow. I can put a background behind my text. if I wish. And I can also move it to the front or back. If I had another layout on the page and I couldn't see my title, I would want to move it to the front. Also, you can pin this page, this menu, so you have both at the same time, or we can unpin it and it will disappear when I click off. So now I have my title, and let's look at some other options we have from the screen as well. Now, let's add images to the page. This can be found in the same area that we used to add text. From the drop-down menu, select Import. From here, we can import images from a Google image search. We can insert maps. We can insert images from our files, from Google Drive, or we can embed a link to a video or a web page. Let's do an image search, and I'm going to type in Hong Kong. And you can see different photos pop up. Let's say I liked this one right here. You can click on it. You see down here at the bottom, it tells you where the picture came from. So you can always click on the link. It takes you there. That way you are sure you are using something that is not copyrighted and follows fair use guidelines and Creative Commons. So I'm going to select it. And now I can click on it to resize the picture. Now I'm going to show you how to add a background. To access this menu, you come up to the blue eye up in the right-hand corner, and you can choose from solid colors. You have your recently used, but you also have different categories such as comics. I'm going to go ahead and choose a pattern and choose clouds. So now I have my cover page. To access the next page of my book, I'm going to come over here and click on this next page. Now I'm going to show you how to add a video, and I'm going to share a video of the Symphony of Light. So to do that, I actually need to go to a new tab. I'm going to go to YouTube, and from here, I will search for my video, Symphony of Lights Hong Kong. Select the one that I'm interested in showing. And when I'm on this screen, I can copy the link at the top of the page. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to come back to my book, and we'll hit our import media. We're going to embed our link, and I'm going to copy it right in here and confirm web link. And now we have our Symphony of Lights. We'll add it to the book, and I can make the picture bigger. And when I publish my book, this will be viewable to my readers. So now we're going to add our background to this page, and then we will go ahead and start our next page. So moving on to our next page, I'm going to import some files, pictures that I took with my personal camera. So they've already been downloaded to my computer. All I need to do is select my two images and click open. So my files are uploading and should start appearing on my page. While we're waiting for those, we will go ahead and add our background. And we can add some text. So let's put some sample text on the page, because next we will show you how to record your voice reading the text. So I'm going to put this picture here. I'll resize them so they both fit on the page.
Okay. Now, if I want to record myself reading this text, I would go ahead and hit the add button here, and you see there is record. Click on the record button, and we're going to just record the sentence I just typed. It will start recording after I count down, so I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to count down. Before I left for my trip, I painted rocks for my kids to hide for every day I was gone. So I want to use this recording, so let's hear it. Before I left for my trip, I painted rocks for my kids to hide for every day I was gone. Sounds good. Let's hit use recording. And it is as simple as that. I can even take this button and I can move it anywhere I want on the page. And now we're ready to go. One other feature I want to show you before we end is the pen feature. The pen feature allows our students to write right on the page or draw. You can change the color. So if I wanted to make a red heart on this page to show my love for my kids, do that. And we'll click on done. And it will save my drawing and it should upload it. There are a few other features you should know about. One is to go to the Pages button over here in the left-hand corner, and we can actually change our order of our pages if I wasn't happy with the order by a simple click. I can also copy a page or click move on this screen as well. So I'm going to flip those two pages and select back. And let's say I was ready to publish my book. So for publishing my book, I come over here to the play button. And I have some options here as well. I can have the book read to me. I can choose to share this book with others. So I'm going to click here and I can select the publish online, download as ebook, or print. So we're going to publish this online. I'm going to click here and it's just going to confirm all of our book details. I'm going to give it my title and we'll click on publish book. My book is now published and it is ready to be read online. I can copy a share link. Let's take a look at a finished book so you can see what it would look like. Before we begin, on the teacher version, you can also share your book to Classroom, on Facebook, Twitter, or embed on a website. Let's go ahead and read. Adventures in Hong Kong, written by Catherine Zittrick. Let's take a look at the video. It's going to bring up a screen, or I can open up in a new window. And here you can see how the book aligns to the Common Core and the Montgomery County Public School indicators. The book allows the students to write narratives in which they recount a well-elaborated event or short sequence of events and include details to describe actions, thoughts, and feelings. Use temporal words to signal event order and provide a sense of closure. The book also allowed students to meet the second standard. With guidance and support from adults, use a variety of digital tools to produce and publish writing, including collaboration with peers. We also hit the standard for create audio recordings of stories or poems, add drawings or other visual displays to stories or recounts of experiences when appropriate to clarify ideas, thoughts, and feelings, record data information in a variety of formats, and last, tell a story or recount an experience with appropriate facts and relevant descriptive details, speaking audibly in coherent sentences. I hope you enjoyed this screencast. I hope you'll give Book Creator a try. Have fun creating!